Welcome to the Tarantula Collective. My name is Richard, and one of the most asked questions that I get in the comment of my videos is how I keep track of all of my animals. All things accounted for, I have over 300 animals here in the collective. I've got tarantulas, scorpions, bunch of different spiders, centipedes, isopods, and other types of inverts. Luckily, I'm in a position to hire a few guys to come in once or twice a week to help me with the feeding and watering and general care and maintenance. And that's all because of people like you watching my videos and liking, subscribing, leaving comments, sharing my content. It all helps out in a major way, so thank you. But to keep everything organized and make sure that nobody falls in between the cracks, I use the Arachnifiles app. Now, this is a sponsored video. Arachnifiles did reach out to me and paid me to make a video discussing their app and how I use it. I made a video about a year or so ago about this app, but Michael from Arachnifiles told me that video is pretty much obsolete ever since they did this new update and really upgraded all the stuff in the app. It's got a brand new layout, a brand new look, and a lot of other really cool things we'll talk about here in a moment. If you don't know about Arachnifiles, it is an app that helps you track all your feedings, molts, watering, rehousing, like pretty much anything that you might want to keep track of regarding your invertebrates. This app will let you do that. So let's take a look at the upgraded Arachnifiles app, and I can show you some of the new features. So as you can see, there's definitely a new look to the app. It's got a leaderboard, it's got all kinds of really cool information. So the first thing we're gonna look at is the new layout. Now this is probably what you're used to seeing if you use the Arachnifiles app, but now they have a swap view option, so you can switch in between the cards, kind of a grid, and then a list, and a less detailed list. Makes it very easy to scroll through your collection. We've got a dashboard which breaks everything into different sections. So we've got beetles, centipedes, isopods, millipedes, roaches, scorpions, tarantulas. You can sort them by life stage, by sex, by world type, whether it's new world or old world, which ones are in pre-molt, and then just have a spreadsheet of all the information so it's easily viewable. There's been a few new features added to the cards. One being you can archive a card. So if a tarantula dies or you sell it or something like that and you no longer have it in your collection, but you still want to keep all that information for future reference, you can archive that card and have all that information saved. Another cool feature they've added is being able to put a tarantula in your app up for a breeding loan or put it up for adoption. To access that, all you have to do is select the card for the tarantula you want to send out for breeding or put up for adoption. You go under card actions and you can see breeder loan. Fill out that information, where you are, what type of animal it is, pictures if you have it, the sex, the size, the age, and where someone can email you if they want to contact you about setting up a breeding loan. Similar for adoption and foster. Same type of information. You agree to the terms and kind of get everything set up that way. But this is something that, as a hobby, we've been asking for a long time. A centralized location where we can put our tarantulas up for adoption, or to let people know we've got a male in search of a female, or maybe you've got a mature female and you're looking for some males because you want to do some breeding. Using the breeding feature in this app is a great way to get in contact with people that are also looking for a breeding loan without having to worry about breaking the terms of service with any of these social media platforms that don't allow for the sale or transfer of live animals using their service. Something else you can do under the card actions, which is new and very cool, is you can transfer that card to somebody else. So if you give away a tarantula or you sell it to somebody, you can actually send them a link through the app that they can click on and download your card into their app. So they have all of the previous information for your tarantula. When the last time you fed it, rehoused it, watered it, the last time it molted, where you got it from, how old it is, all that information that you've been keeping in your app, you can now easily transfer to somebody that may be taking over custody of your spider. They've also added a leaderboard. You can earn points anytime you're updating the information in the app. So when you're logging feedings or waterings or molts or rehouses or anything like that, that's gonna give you some points. And there's an ongoing list here of who has the most points in the app, which is really kind of cool. And if you hit the view all, it'll even show you what your rank is. And you can scroll through and see where you stack up with other users of the app. And finally, the last cool thing they added is a library, which is just a book iconed here. You can go through, there are care guides. A lot of those are my care guides. There's keeping frequent frequently asked questions, a section on tarantula behaviors, an Arachnifiles blog, and proper tarantula enclosures, which kind of breaks down what you're going to need for a specific species. Now, there is a complete in-depth tutorial on all the features, all the ins and outs of this app that you can find on the Arachnifiles app YouTube channel, which I will link down below in the description. You can also follow them across social media, like on Instagram and Facebook at Arachnifiles, so you can stay up to date with all the new features once they're released. Now, Arachnifiles has been kind enough to offer a discount code to all of you all that might be interested in using their app. So if you're already a user of the app, or you're thinking about downloading the app after watching this video, you can get 30% off an upgrade to a pro lifetime membership by using my code TC30. I'm sure you're asking right now, what does a pro lifetime membership include? First thing is there will be no ads. There are some sponsors listed at the top of the ad, but I have the pro membership. But if you don't, as you're scrolling through, you might see some of those like Google Play or Apple ads pop up here and there. So if you want to get rid of all those ads, you can upgrade to the pro version. It will also allow you to back up all of the photos you have in the app of your tarantulas and other inverts to the cloud. So if you were to lose your phone or it got broken or something like that, you still have access to all those photos and not just the information. You get to change the Arachnid Deck navigation bar icon. So you go under the menu here, you can see adoptions. There's some people that have put their tarantulas up for adoption here. We can go under breeding loans. See, we've got over 20 people that are trying to find mates for their spiders. And then if I go under the settings, I can change the default card order, the way that it's laid out by default, if I want centimeters, millimeters, or inches. And then down here are the pro only settings. So I can set the third quick stat to either the last time I watered them or their size. I can auto pull all cloud data when the app starts, and then I can change the Arachnid Deck icon on the bottom of the navigation bar. So it can be a spider or a beetle or a centipede or a scorpion or a whip spider. I think I am gonna go, we'll go with a centipede and see what that looks like. So as you can see right here, that is now a centipede, and I can switch it back. Let's see, Vengaroon looks like. Oh, sweet, that does look cool. But I think for me, we are going to keep it as a spider. Now, I don't have a lot of photos in mind, only pretty much just what auto-populates when we were setting up the spider. And that's because I don't use this app a lot on my phone. I got a tablet that's attached to the feeding card here. So whether I'm feeding or Zach or Jason or whoever's here is doing the feeding and watering, they can log all the information on the app using the tablet that is on the feeding card. And it will update to my phone so I can kind of keep a track of what's going on, making sure nobody's falling through the cracks. And the ability to have the app on multiple devices using the same login information makes it very easy to share everything. I can check it out on my computer, I can check it out on the app on my phone, on the tablet. I could be in Peru and bring it up on my laptop, making sure everybody's getting fed. So it's great for somebody in my situation. But even if it's just you and you're the only one taking care of them, it's still a really good tool so you don't lose track of who's been fed and who hasn't. One of the pro features that's really cool is the ability to access the quick stats. To do that, you just bring up the card, you hit the little button here in the corner, it flips the card over so you can see on the back all the information just at a glance. But you can also just scroll down, there's different graphs that will show when they were fed, and all kinds of different information. If you don't have a picture of your tarantula, that's okay. You can use one of mine or one of the other mini photos that are available in the app. And to do that, you just hit the little picture icon at the top. I can either select an image from my device or I can use the house image. And there we've got a few different versions to use. Oh, look at that, it says usable images courtesy of the Tarantula Collective. So I think he just pulled a bunch of species off my Instagram by the looks of it, which is okay. I told him he could do that. But not all the spiders are there. You can see I don't have any of the homiomas. But this is a very cool app. I find it very useful, and I highly suggest it to anybody out there, whether you've got 2 tarantulas or 1,000 tarantulas. The more data we can combine as a hobby, the better it's gonna be. This is a great app, and it's free to use. You can download it from the Apple Store or from the Google Play Store. And if you enjoy the app and it's something you wanna support, you can upgrade to that pro membership, unlock those additional features, and help Arachnifiles to continue to grow the app and make it better and more usable for everyone. One of the things I really like about the app is that you can go down and report bugs. You can also have a to-do list of things you want to work on, but you can make a suggestion so you can tell them what it is you would like to see in the app. That's something that I use a lot. I really want a feed all button. That's one of the things kind of frustrating to me having such a large collection is that Zach will go through and he'll feed all the scorpions and doesn't really want to go piece by piece and feed each scorpion individually. We just want to be able to select all the scorpions or all the tarantulas on this wall or on this shelf and mark that they've all been fed at once. That is a feature that I've spoken to him about a couple times, and it is something he is working on and will be implementing. But if you have ideas of other features you think would be very helpful, whether just for yourself or for the community as a whole, you can go through that suggestions tab and let him know. I mean, who knows? He may end up using it. I just wanted to let you know about the new version of the app, show you some of the cool new features, and encourage you to use the link down below in my description to check out their website, follow them on social media, and download the app and use it for yourself. As always, I appreciate you watching. Subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for buying Tarantula Collective merchandise, and I will see you next Tuesday.